I'm with Colin Emmett here at Emmett's Energy Store in Romeo, and Colin's experienced a little bit of well, flooding damage here in your store. Kind of what happened there, Colin?
We've had two floods in the last month. We had one on the 28th of July. It was an afternoon rain that flooded our entire store at that time. And then we just experienced another one last Thursday, and we experienced the same damage. We had heavy water come from the west through the Bruce, it's called Orchard Hill Park, down 33 mile from Morenci. It filled up the ditches along 33 miles close to us, and then it was diverted. The water and the mud and the silt was all diverted into our driveway, into our parking lot here at Adams Corner, and it became a retention pond for all that runoff. And then the damage came, it built up so high that we had influx of water throughout the whole complex. So every one of the owners or businesses was somewhat flooded. We got the brunt of it. We have 65% of the mall, and ours was completely annihilated.
And what do you think caused this now? The diversion of the water?
Yeah, the improper construction of the Orchard Park. I mean, they put in parking lots that don't absorb water. They put in sidewalks that don't absorb water. They have a wet plane there in the first place, and that is saturated. So when the water comes off of Morenci or off of that property, it flows over all my curbs. And then in this case, it was a real heavy rain. It was diverted into a sidewalk that they built to have the extension of the walk around this area, going over to Stony Creek eventually. But anyway, that particular sidewalk was a funnel from the park into my parking lot. And then it went around and came through my truck well, it's called, up over my truck well, in through my store, and I have torrential evidence of like the Clinton River actually running through my store. So I have videos of all that. I was here, sadly saying I watched it occur for the second time because there was no maintenance done on the roads or the park prior to the first one on the 28th, which was warned before that even happened.
So what you think? You've been here. How long? How long has this store been open? 4 years.
Yeah.
And so this is a relatively new building and a new complex here.
Old, but that
the complex. Yeah.
Yeah, we've remodeled and everything, but there's no proof of ever having a flood.
Yeah, I was going to say,
No.
has it ever rained like that and flooded like this?
It's rained like that many times because I live within a mile. I'm on a stream, so I can judge that rain versus this rain. So it's a heavy rain, but it's a cell that goes over and it goes east and it's out of here.
So
they can't accommodate the water.
Yeah. So I mean, is it the fact that the maybe the drainage there is improper or hasn't been maintained?
Okay, it's improper. Our drains have always functioned adequately, even prior to these two rains. However, when the park was built and redone to accommodate the sidewalk, they put a catch basin or a storm drain in the ground, which was their doing, not ours. And when they attached that to my flow, which used to go into a ditch, into the 33 mile ditch, we had no trouble because it flushed into there, went down with the new apparatus that they installed. How
long ago was that?
About 2 years ago, I think. Yeah. But the gravel was built up in that drain. And then it backed up into our drain that was once flowing. And we just discovered today, because we had a evacuating company out here, very expensive, uh, LC Cartier or whatever from Green City came out here, and they just evacuated, and they found from what was done at the park and the runoff from the ditch on 33 Mile, they found that it's just completely full of gravel from the runoff. I have a cement, or our corporation has a cement parking lot driveway. We don't create silt and gravel and mud. It's created from uphill.
So have you alerted the government officials?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And what have they told you?
A lot of it on the local level was said it was our fault. We weren't maintaining our drains. So we kind of proved them wrong today, hopefully. I'm not trying to prove anybody wrong, but this is a maintenance thing, and not caring, not taking care of their side of the, the maintenance of it, on not only on the park, but the road has the big 18, 24-inch tubes that run under the entrance. They're pretty much full of gravel, and then they were diverted. We have Phragmites blocking everything besides. And they've not maintained the Phragmites. We've called them on it, asked them to, and then that Phragmites stopped the water with the intensity, and it diverted it right over into that sidewalk area, into our back parking lot, and left. I'll take you out there and show you silt and mud an inch deep, but that was in my store until today.
Oh, what have they told you they were going to do? What answers have you gotten?
I finally got somebody to, after it's too late, to come out here, and they're going to dig the ditch. But they are not going to take any responsibility for the Phragmites. That's up to us. It's not my property. But I was told that by the assistant superintendent. And I just, somebody's passing the buck. And, but I'll take you out there and show you the damage, and I can show you some of the silt that we haven't cleaned up yet, how much accumulated and how high it was. And, but we're very devastated financially. We didn't have any flood insurance. We never needed it. And then because that drain plugged and the ditch plugged, I'm the outlet. What I've been told by my lawyer is that and that's true, it's a retention pond. They made our parking lot a retention pond. There's no way in God's earth that the amount of water, and I have proof of it on film, any good drain could have taken care of it.
How much damage do you estimate happened to your
I
store?
have over 300,000 out of pocket right now, well over, yeah.
Well, Colin, thanks for chatting with us today and telling us about this, and hopefully you will get some satisfaction.
Yeah, thanks to Ruth and you folks for coming out like you did and showing the seriousness of this situation. And we have to have some sort of compensation. We feel it's not our fault. We've kept a nice clean operation here and done things to code in the past. And I've been told that our drains are inadequate. And I go, who approved them when they were put in? Somebody had to. And they've always worked till a couple days or 3 weeks ago or so. And why all of a sudden, I can tell you, because you'll see proof of it in the pudding when we show you the pictures. And I have a lot of videos of not our issue.